Welcome to the Hypeman Podcast. This is Leroy or Leroy. Either way, it's your boy. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Hypeman Podcast. And today we're going to talk about uplifting that coworker, that person, but most importantly, that person at work who is just having a bad day. You can see it, you can feel it, especially if you've known that person for a while. They ain't got to say nothing to you. You ain't got to say nothing to them. You just see it on their face. And it's just, the look on their face is like, I'm just drowning. I don't know where to go, where to turn, who to talk to. It's like, it's just all up on my shoulders, and I feel like I can't breathe, and the world is just on my shoulders, and I'm stressed out. I can't think straight, and everything is just crazy right now. And then we're gonna get you motivated, man. Not even get you hyped today, man. We just gonna get you motivated to talk to that individual, or talk to the group of people, have a group of people talk to that individual at work who just seems down, man. Who is normally, not like that, especially if you've known that person for a while at work and you know something's wrong, man. So we just get you motivated to uplift that person when you see them in the morning, the afternoon, or out in the parking garage, or the parking lot. You just need to, just to pull them aside, or go into an office or conference room, or just go for a walk outside if it's nice out. Or hell, even if you just want to go, take a drive for lunch and just go to lunch together and just talk, talk what's going on, because a conversation, with that person could, uplift and brighten up their day. But just by the simple thing of just being an ear, man, being an ear, just to listen, just let them vent, or if there's a situation that they just can't wrap their head around, and they need, and you can kind of guide them in a way to look at something at a different way. So then that way they can come back to that situation at work and go, okay, I got this. I'm gonna use this approach versus my approach, or a mix of the approach that the individual gave me, and I'm gonna tie it into what I already know. But yeah, it's definitely, and I've seen it at work where just the people that that are normally not themselves. Usually I ask them, what's going on, how you doing, you okay? And and right in the eyes you can tell that something's not right. So you just go in there, you talk to them, you uplift them, you let them know, hey, whatever happened yesterday or a week ago, I get it, we all human. There's just some things, some mistakes, comments, or mistakes on a task or a project, whatever the case may be, that just didn't go your way, and maybe you got yelled at a little bit, or a little slap on the hand, whatever the case may be, or took some constructive criticism the wrong way, and it kind of hurt you. But I get it. I've been there as well. It's just one of those things where the past is in the past. You learn from your past to improve in your present and beyond. So you definitely got to do that, man. Take the stuff that happened yesterday or a week ago. Take the constructive criticism from that, and then so next time around you can work on those things, or those communication holes, or whatever the case may be, those issues that came up in that project or meeting that you had with the individual. So you can just take those, and then you'll progress, you'll get better. Just don't let the past keep you down. Just work on the present, the here and now. Work on what you need to work on today, so that when it comes up again, in the future of, hey, did you work on X, Y, and Z? You're like, yeah, I worked on X, Y, and Z, and I did this, and this. And if the outcome is better than what the person that you presented it to expected, then hey, okay, everything is great. So that conversation that you did have with that individual about not having a bad day, keeping stuff that happened in the past, kind of keep it down, whatever comment a individual said, or whatever the case may be. So definitely uplift that person. Let them spin it. Always try to spin a negative into a positive, in the best way that you can. So then the person that you talk to can kind of see where you're coming from, and then see the positives from the negatives that you took to turn into a positive. So then that way they'll uplift them and their spirits and say, hey, I know what happened yesterday, but that was yesterday. You got to let that go. Water off your back. Don't sweat it. You know, the past is in the past. Focus on what you got to do now. Strap in, buckle in, focus on what you need to do now. Learn from those mistakes, from yesterday or last week or the last project, whatever the case may be. So then that way going forward, you'll feel better about it, especially if you get a pat on the back or a kudos or a great job or something like that. Man, that takes a whole bunch of pressure off of you when you get something like that, a praise from, the same individual, the same group of people that, they were giving you constructive criticism, and you kind of took it the wrong way, but they didn't intentionally mean to do that, possibly, but yeah, just take anybody's constructive criticism and just flip it. You gotta flip it. You gotta turn it into a positive sometimes. I know when I get constructive criticism, man, regardless if it's positive or negative, if it's a negative criticism, man, I take that, and all that does is just fuel me. It fuels me in a way that, like, okay, I'm gonna get it right the next time. I'm gonna prove to you, I'm gonna show you that I can do this. But yeah, definitely, for those folks out there who have those friends, those colleagues, man, that are at work and you just know they're just having a bad day, man, just take a few minutes out your day, or set up a lunch, or grab a coffee, or we can always talk after work or anything like that, just to uplift them, get they day going. I know with me, man, I like to go and talk to all of my coworkers just to see how they doing. If the ones that I know, I know the type of person that they are, and they kind of they seem out of flux a little bit. I just talk to them. Ask them what the issue, and here's the thing: they might be a private person. They don't want to tell you or let you know, and that's cool. That's fine. But but if you got that relationship with that person where you can kind of talk about what's going on professionally or what's going on personally in life, that's affecting your professional life, that's great. That's great, because that way you can bring in a perspective where they can kind of hopefully separate the two, so they don't bring their personal in their professional, or whatever the case may be. But as long as you're there for the person, even if you just say something simple as, hey, I'm here for you if you need me. Anything you need me, you got my number, you know where I sit. If you want to grab a lunch, grab a coffee, or if you just grab me and say, hey, you got 5 minutes, can we talk? And within that 5 minutes can change somebody's whole entire day, whole entire week, whole entire perspective of whatever project or presentation or discussion that they have to have for that week. So definitely uplift your coworkers, man, when you get a chance to. If you get that relationship with that coworker, or just as simple as, hey, my door is always open, or you know how to contact me if you ever need to talk. And that'd be that, man. It's the simple things in life, man, that we take advantage of, that are the most powerful. But yeah, definitely uplift your coworker any chance that you get, if you got that relationship, and then you'll see, not only, man, will they feel good, you'll feel good, that they feel good. And, everybody, everybody's all good after that, man. So definitely uplift your coworker. Do what you can. If it's 5 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, if it's discussion over the phone, if it's a text, anything like that. But yeah, definitely uplift your coworker. If you got that relationship, man, you'll make a huge difference. You may not think it's a huge difference to that person, but trust me, it's a huge difference when you take that time, that little bit of time, just to see and ask them how they doing, how's their day going. And yeah, it'll be a positive outcome. And then man, you may have grown a much stronger professional relationship with that person. So all right, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Hypeman Podcast on uplifting. Uplift those co-workers, man. Uplift those people in your life. The smallest things, man, can make the biggest changes in people's lives. So, all right, everybody, have a great day. Enjoy your day and uplift.